Well, welcoming a new baby is such an exciting time, but it can also be extremely overwhelming. So, how can new moms cope with all of these challenges? Here to help answer that question is new mom and certified health coach Erica Ballard. First of all, Erica, congratulations on the birth of your little baby girl. How are you doing?
I'm good, but tired. Thank you for asking. And thank you for having me back because I am so excited to be talking about this subject as the postpartum journey just isn't talked about enough.
Yeah, well, this is great. We appreciate your time for sure. So let's talk a little bit about some of these postpartum lessons that you've learned so far. So many times, of course, women put so much pressure on themselves to lose weight quickly after they give birth. So what is your advice to these moms that are in a hurry to get back to that perfect shape?
My advice is to focus on building strength versus losing weight, i.e., we need to put the notion aside that we need to go back to our pre-baby figure and instead focus on building our strength for ourselves, our babies, and our families. And the reason I say that is because as soon as you push out a kid, you are bombarded with messages about bouncing back. And the reality is that body no longer exists because that body can't do what this body can now do. So instead of pushing us to get back, I think we all need to focus on how can we continue to build the strength that we garnered during pregnancy and labor.
Any parent, especially new parents, know that parenting and the process of being new is so difficult. So what would you say to new moms out there when they get overwhelmed and they just don't know what to do with themselves?
I think they need to ask for help. And not just if they have postpartum depression, which tends to be the narrative when we talk about the postpartum journey, but we need to be asking for help in all areas because as a new mom, I can tell you the postpartum journey has many facets and all of them require help. So be sure to normalize asking for help, whether it's to have a friend pick up groceries you ordered on your phone or to have a loved one watch your new baby so you can go out with a friend, spouse, or loved one.
Yeah, it's so important to take a few seconds to yourself for sure. So we live in a world, of course, where we are constantly comparing ourselves to others with social media these days. So it certainly doesn't help out, that's for sure. So what would you say to a mom who may be comparing herself to other moms out there?
To stop comparing your journey to someone else's because look, we all gave birth to different babies, which means they need different things. And so our bodies are going to be able to do some things and not able to do some things. And what we're willing and able to do will be different too. And that's okay. And we need to let moms know that so they don't feel bad that their postpartum journey doesn't look like their sisters, friends, or some influencer they saw online.
So Erica, what is being a new mom, what is the one thing in particular that just comes to mind whenever you start talking to other moms or other things that you really want to share, that you want to say, this is the one thing you should really pay attention to? Is there even one thing?
For me, the thing that pops up is to remember who you are. I think in the journey, you can get so lost and pay so much attention to your child, your spouse, and neglect yourself. But it's so important to remember you gave birth to that baby and you were here before her and you will continue to be here after her as long as you continue to love her and support her and really be there for her and make space to refine her.
And don't worry about the dishes, right? Just let them go.
You don't even want to see my kitchen right now. Correct. Correct.
Erica, again, congratulations. And we so appreciate you taking a little time to talk to us today and share some awesome advice. We really appreciate it. And you can catch all of our health and wellness interviews with Erica at cbsdenver.com.